Hey, what's up guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss, and today's bike vlog, I want to talk about pre-planning your meals, having your diet planned out ahead of time. Basically, wanted to play in the calorie deficit video yesterday where, the secret sauce to it all is being in a calorie deficit and balancing, your exercise, your cardio with your diet to maintain just being calorically deficit. Now, with that being said, planning your diet ahead of time. It's basically like not spontaneously having foods, knowing exactly the meals you're going to be cooking and preparing. And, if you know what you're doing, you're going to be tracking all of that stuff. And I'm not saying you can't have a snack in between here and there. It's the idea of having set foods. You're not just planning what you're going to eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You have things that, if I want a snack here, I have these apples that I bought. I want to have a snack here. It's very important to incorporate protein just about everything we do. If you're eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, a snack, protein is the way to go. When I have my fruit and stuff, my apples, my blueberries, that stuff is great, but sometimes that doesn't always satiate me, So little alternatives, sometimes high protein jerkies, little things like that, nuts, I've talked about those before. Just different high protein snacks that can really help make the difference in curbing your appetite. I haven't said this in a while, but I used to be that guy that would have, the Oreos have 3 rows. I used to eat them by the row. So to go from that to, I want an orange, or even I've been doing those Quest protein chips, 140 calories, 20 grams of protein. The chili lime tastes great, So there are a lot of different alternatives that you can buy to where you're not completely cutting out things that you like flavor or even the aspect of chips. Mind you, these chips are baked, they're not fried, but it still gives me that feeling like, oh yes, I can have some chips. I've talked about this many times. I think I mentioned yesterday the Greek yogurt, the 000, 80 calories, 15 grams of protein. It's not like the most bolstering with flavor, but when you're in a calorie deficit, you're not eating cookies, cakes, and ice creams. That yogurt can feel like a really nice dessert, especially you couple it with some fruit, and you feel like you're eating gourmet. Fuck, throw some blueberries in the yogurt. Literally, it helps break that up. The idea of a successful weight loss journey is something where you're enjoying the food, you're enjoying the workouts you're doing, and you're not depriving yourself of the things that you like. Not all alternatives are going to be as healthy as some of the others. For a while there, I was really enjoying the diet sodas, Diet Coke, Diet Dr. Pepper. Those were like my go-tos. And it got to the point where I was enjoying them too much, I felt. And I wanted them at every meal. And I didn't need that. And I also felt like when I consumed too much of the diet sodas, that I felt like I got kind of like that gas pain where it's like it builds up pressure. So I really toned down the diet sodas because of that. Now I can't prove any correlation between the two, but it was more like I would use it, I would get that gas pain after having like 3 in a day or something, because it was getting that bad with the diet sodas, and I would just put it together. And there were other alternative sugar things that I was eating, like the Halo Top ice cream. Great, wonderful, 300 calories a pint, but I think that the artificial sugar was giving me this gas pain. So I kind of cut those out. I haven't had the Halo Top in a while, and I make sure that if I'm gonna have a diet soda, it's gonna be like once or twice a week. You know, I've really cut back on that aspect. So even the alternatives you think are healthy, you have to be careful. You have to use them, see how your body reacts to them. You know, when you're planning your diet, not everything is gonna fit, not everything is gonna work, but it's trial and error. You're gonna buy certain foods, you're gonna buy certain snacks, you might even buy some of these alternatives, and they might not be very good, and that's fine. Don't buy it again, try something else. I went through 3 different nut brands before I found I like I think it's Blue Diamond. That one seems to work really well. Decent price, nice protein count, because you know, when I'm looking at certain foods, you really want to go low calorie, high protein, at a decent price, obviously. Not trying to break the bank, but it's okay to invest in yourself. It's something you always want to remember. When you're investing in yourself, it might be worth to spend certain amounts of money. Those fucking Quest chips, it's $10 for 4 bags. It's a little expensive, but I like that alternative. I like having that option of chips. And it goes pretty well in salad. I've broken them up, put them in the salad, because I like to use the salad dressings. Maybe if I have a pre-made salad and it comes with something already measured out, because then it's a predetermined amount. You know, I'm not gonna take a fucking bottle of dressing, pour that shit on my salad. I don't know how much that is. I'm gonna overdo it. Something that's already pre-sectioned. You know, I've talked about the minute rices that I buy. I don't buy them because I don't want to make rice. I buy them because it's easier portion control for myself. You know, you show me a big old pot of rice, I'm gonna eat more rice than if I just heat up a predetermined cup. And that's what it comes down to. Not only are you gonna plan about what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, but you have to understand portion control. I have a whole video talking about portion control, and it's really just what did I say earlier? Low calories, high protein. You want to fit your fucking, case in point, I'll make a steak and I'll have potatoes. The most thing I'll have on my plate is the carrots and the asparagus. You know, that added fiber. Protein is wonderful, but your body can only process a certain amount of protein. So, you know, for fat and weight loss, you don't want to try and overdo it. That's where that fiber can come into play. Fiber is something that's going to help make you feel fuller. It's going to help with your digestion. And where do you easily get fiber from? Vegetables. So as long as you're incorporating high protein with a good amount of fiber and some carbs, because you gotta have carbs in there. You know, me, I've been using rice or potatoes. It fits well with meats and vegetables, and it works good, you know. And it's a way to keep the diet fresh. You can't be eating exactly the same things every single day, every single week. It just doesn't work. You gotta switch it up. You gotta make it taste good. You gotta enjoy it. You know, that is really the shining example of any successful weight loss diet that you achieve, is that you enjoy the diet itself, that you enjoy the foods that you're eating, and you think to yourself, oh, I can keep doing this, I want to keep doing this. Because if you don't want to do it, it's going to be much harder to stay, much harder to keep your mind focused on it. Well, hope you get what I'm saying. I hope you start your weight loss journey today, guys. Stay positive.